right, let's talk about working with influencers. You ready? Hey there, Enterprisers, what's good? It's Jason Ligo here again, and in this video, I want to talk to you about why I love influencer marketing. That's right, why I love influencer marketing. I absolutely love working with influencers, and I gotta say that when it comes to the online business space, working with influencers has to be one of my all-time favorite traffic sources, okay? I've been a part of a lot of different masterminds, online networks, and communities, and so on, and inevitably, whenever you do well in a certain promotion, I've topped the board in affiliate contests and sales contests in a lot of different organizations, and always the question that comes up is, what's your traffic source, and what's your favorite traffic source? And I gotta tell you, inevitably, I'm always somehow or another fighting my way back to working with influencers. I absolutely love working with influencers. I think influencer marketing is a great thing, not only to build your brand, but reality is it's been a great stable source of traffic for me in my online business throughout the years, and it continues to be that way, okay? And so I want to talk to you about why I love influencer marketing. I'm going to give you 3 really quick and basic but very powerful reasons as to why I like it, what I have seen, and really what it's meant to me in my online business, particularly in the online business space, online marketing, network marketing, affiliate marketing, whatever you want to call it. These things are among the few things that really show benefit with regards to working with influencers, although working with influencers, I believe, is something that can transcend pretty much any industry, right? It's applicable to every niche and every niche and every market and every specific domain, where you can really see benefits if you use it properly, okay? And the reality is we live in a day and time where most people now, they're getting online and they're becoming influencers without even knowing about it, without even making it a goal. Some people just like to get on there and create good content, and they're really good at it. And then inevitably as a result, they get a following. Next thing you know, they're in front of brands and sponsorships and all these things. You have an influencer, right? And so how can you and I as marketers, how can you and I as independent entrepreneurs target these people, leverage them, work with them, and succeed with them, all right? I'm gonna get to all that and probably in subsequent videos, but today I want to talk to you about the 3 main reasons why I love working with influencers, why I love influencer marketing. Let's go. Number 1, it's quick. Okay, number 1, it is quick, right? And again, remember, I'm talking to you about why I love using influencers as a traffic source, right? As a reason and as a means of building your list and getting your message and your product and your offering in front of a lot of eyeballs, in front of a lot of different people, in front of a huge crowd. I really think it is absolutely fast and ridiculously quick in comparison to some of these other traffic sources out there, right? If you look online with some of these pay-per-click modalities, things like Facebook ads and Google ads and so on, they can take a while, right? Everything needs to get approved, right? Your image and creative has to get approved. Your headline has to get approved. Your message and your actual body of your text and your ad comes under scrutiny. All these things get examined and get approved almost on an individual basis, and you have algorithms assigned to each different arena, right? That's the way that it seems, right? And it seems like there's this long process. And so yes, while it has streamlined over time, the reality is it can take time to put all those things together and to finally get something approved. As opposed to influencer marketing, it's super quick. There is such a fast approval time, if any, in order to get in front of the audience, whether it's an ad creative, an image, a post, or maybe a live where you're speaking in front of someone and doing a video, doing a shout out with someone. I'm telling you what, it is absolutely ridiculously quick and lightning fast almost in order to get this done. So when you think about how time is attracted to money, and that's one of the things I believe in speed and timing. I believe that success is attracted to time. Then you really can't look past this main point, where one thing about working with influencers is that it's super quick. So why do I love influencers? Number 1, it's quick. Number 2, it's clean, okay? It's clean. And when I say that, I just mean that it's free from most encumbrances. In other words, there's not a whole lot of red tape that you have to go through. While the first point about it being quick speaks to the speed and timing, this one refers to the fact that you don't have a whole lot of interference, you don't have a whole lot of approval in terms of regulation and compliance-based issues that could arise, right? Here's what I'm talking about. For those of you maybe who are in the make money online space, or maybe you're in the weight loss and supplement space, the health and wellness space, you know, generally speaking, that you got to be very, very careful about the things that you can and cannot say with regards to promise, outcome, income, and so on. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can't make any promises. And the reality is you shouldn't do that anyway. But because influencer marketing is you dealing with a person and a brand as opposed to, you know, an actual advertising company, you can bend the rules a little bit and you can get in the gray area. Again, hear me what I'm saying very clearly, okay? I'm still telling you to be upright, ethical, and honest. I'm simply saying you can probably say things things like, hey, by the way, I've been able to use this to make some money and here are my results. They're not typical, but these are my results, right? As opposed to if you try to do that on Facebook, you're going to get flagged immediately because the perception is basically that you're saying that people can make this type of money and you don't want to promise that, even if you did not promise that. Does that make sense? With influencer marketing, for instance, let's say I'm working with a person who's an influencer in the weight loss space. Maybe they're a personal trainer and I want to get them to go ahead and promote my product if I'm in the supplement space, right? I can get them to drink the supplement, maybe have them try it out for a week or two and list the benefits, and they can get up and they can drink it. And if they say they lost a few pounds on this thing, then there's no problem, right? I mean, it's really quick and it's really simple. It's really, really clean. There's no governing body. There's no agency that's going to get up in there and flag that simply because they get up there and speak about their personal experiences, right? Now, again, could they, in theory, say the same thing using some of those other platforms? Maybe, perhaps, but it's usually not that simple. So again, make sure you're honest and ethical in all that you do. But this is a great way to know that you can get your ad and creative there. It's clean and free from encumbrances. Number 3, and finally, cost. Okay, cost. We are in business, so let's talk about the bottom line, right? Ultimately, this is a tremendous benefit, is the fact that influencer marketing has a cost that is so much lower than traditional forms of traffic, traditional forms of marketing. If you think about it, and there's really vast reasons for it. Sometimes because the reach is pretty massive, it's still not as big as you could and powerful as you might call targeted leads, especially when you consider all the things that you can really drill down in demographic wise when it comes to things like Facebook ads, Google ads, and so on. I mean, you can pretty much nail down niches all the way down to the fine tuning of things, right? With influencer marketing, it kind of is, listen, this is the type of crowd you want to reach, so let's reach them, right? On top of that, when you consider the fact that when you're dealing with a person or an individual brand, you really have a lot of freedom there to negotiate, right? Which is something that you can't do when it comes to Facebook and Google ads, right? You pay for the ads no matter what they cost. There's other forms of paid advertising too, but that's it, right? The only way to get your costs down is to do well over time with your campaigns with a couple of nuances, right? You really can't negotiate the cost, as opposed to when you're dealing with an influencer, you can really negotiate and set the terms, right? I mentioned talking more about influencer marketing in maybe subsequent videos, and I'm excited to do it because one thing I'm going to be able to show you is some of my own personal experiences and some of my own personal interactions wherein sometimes I paid a small fat fee, sometimes I paid a little bit of a larger flat fee, different modalities. One sent an email, one did an online post, but the reality is at the end of the day, not only did I grow my list, but I also made sales, right? And so if you think about how much you paid, let's call it $100, and you make a $500 commission or a $500 sale, what's the cash on cash return? You see what I'm talking about? This is really, really powerful stuff. So yeah, cost. I love the fact that when it comes to influencer marketing, this is one of those things that is so amazingly affordable in comparison to some of these other platforms. This is one of those things you don't want to sleep on. And thankfully, even right now, this has really held up, especially that I've seen for the last couple of years. I think that in time, as influencers continue to grow and more people start using it, we're probably going to see some of the costs of working with influencers rise, right? But there's a few ways to get around it. And ultimately, as of right now, it is so cost effective. It is so ridiculously affordable. That is one of those things that I'm so excited to be able to take part in. And I have been doing it for years. And I'm telling you, I'm still going to continue to use it as long as I absolutely can, right? So there you have it, my friends. Hopefully this was helpful to you. This is why I love working with influencers, right? This is why I think that working with influencers as a potential traffic source is absolutely powerful. It's quick, it's clean, and the cost is second to none, okay? So let me know if you're aware of some of these things. Sound off in the comment section below and let me know what maybe you've learned today, all right? That's it, my friends. Make sure that you give me a like, a comment, a share, but follow, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, okay? That's the most important thing so you don't miss out on any more hot new content that I got coming down the pipe just for you. On top of that, if you haven't had a chance yet, click on the link below and follow me as I show you how to get started in your own wildly successful online profitable business. I can show you how to do it even if you've never done anything. Watch over my shoulder and I'll show you how it's done even if you failed before, okay? That's it, my friends. This is Jason Ligo with Always Enterprise. I'll talk to you next time. Take care.